and I'm back, and today I'm going to be discussing the possibility of dragons from Dragons the Nine Realms actually entering School of Dragons. So this is a topic that I wanted to talk about for a while, but I just never got to actually doing it, so I'm doing it now. So let's just start. So I think we're all kind of aware that School of Dragons is slowly and surely dying. So that is quite a shame because this game is really beautiful, but oh my god, the amount of glitches. And I mean, let's be honest, most people, I play also kind of like only on the events and when a new dragon comes in when I need to record videos, but most people just play with the events. But let's be honest, if the game just continues like this, there's just nothing to bring people into the game. How to Train Your Dragon ended with the third movie, which I did not like, but we're not here to discuss opinions about the third movie. So it ended. It was done, and how is the game supposed to stay alive where there's nothing bringing new people into the game? It's only old people, and people are gonna get bored of the game eventually and probably leave. So they need something to get people to play the game. And this is the reason why I'm currently riding on the Golden Dragon. So, first thing they tried is to put a dragon from Rescue Riders. So if you don't know what Rescue Riders is, it's kind of like a spin-off series from How to Train Your Dragon, but it's not related to it, like, kind of at all, I don't think so. It's just a show for a way younger audience, and just people did not like this dragon. People were quite mad that it was even here. They said it doesn't fit into the game, it's awful and all. I personally really like this dragon because it has very nice animations, it has a great model, and I don't honestly mind that it looks more childish because it's still beautiful to me. But I completely respect your opinion if you don't like it. Okay, this place always has so much better lighting. Why did I even try to record in the other spots? But yeah, so people did not like this. But this shows that School of Dragons is willing to add different dragons. Because currently they're mostly just adding hybrids. Because they're kind of running out of dragons to put into the game from the actual How to Train Your Dragon franchise. So they have to put hybrids, even though hybrids are just like, they are freaking gorgeous. Like, the new dragons that come into the game are so good. It's just that it's kind of getting a bit repetitive at this point. Every event there's a hybrid dragon and all. I don't mind, but I feel like people are getting bored of it. But then they added this dragon, which people mostly did not like. I liked it, but most people were pretty angry that it's even here, and most people hate it. So I just feel like they should add dragons from Dragons the Nine Realms. So if you don't know what Dragons the Nine Realms is, it is also a spin-off series that is actually kinda connected to How to Train Your Dragon, but not too much. It's like, I think, set around 1,300 years later after the events of How to Train Your Dragon, which means it's in the modern times, so a lot of things is, like, very, very different, and the characters are different. I'm pretty sure the main character, Tom, is supposed to have some kind of relation to Hiccup, like, maybe they're, like, in the same family or something, but honestly, who cares about that? I have made videos about Dragons the Nine Realms before it came out, and when the 6 episodes came out, I made a review of every single one of them. So I'll link a whole playlist that I have of the, Dragons the Nine Realms in the description if you want to see that. It's kind of funny because I at first was like kind of skeptical, then I watched the trailer and I was like, okay, this shit is gonna suck. And it didn't actually suck. It was actually kind of nice. I really did like it. I even like watched it with my sister and she really liked it too. Because the main characters are quite nice. They're quite well done. Honestly, I would argue that I like the main crew from Dragons the Nine Realms more than the original How to Train Your Dragon crew. Except Hiccup, obviously. Hiccup was always a great character. But other than that, I don't think the other characters from How to Train Your Dragon are as good as the new characters from Dragons the Nine Realms. But those characters, of course, have their own dragons, so now I'm gonna go over that. So first we have Tom, who has Thunder. Thunder is a confirmed Nightlight, so I guess he is like a descendant of Toothless and the Light Fury. Quite interesting. And he's from the Strike class. So this is the one thing that they can either go well, everybody's gonna be happy, or they can go from a business perspective and kind of ruin everything again. So Thunder is a Nightlight, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if they ended up making him a membership dragon. So I know this would anger so many people. It would anger me. I buy membership and I would still be freaking angry if they made this beautiful new dragon into a membership dragon. That just means so many people aren't gonna be able to have the dragon, and it's just not something I think they should do. People are gonna be so angry if they do that, and I just hope that if they add Thunder, he's gonna be a dragon that you can just buy with gems instead of membership. So next we have June, who she has a two-headed dragon, Wu and Wei, which is a Mist Twister, which quite an interesting name. It is from the title class, and I really doubt this with any of the other dragons we would have the membership problem. I feel like that's only likely for Thunder. But the other ones, if they add them, I think they're just gonna be dragons that you're gonna be able to buy, which I really do want to. I feel like these dragons would be so fun if they added them to the game. Like, they're very pretty dragons. I think they would fit right in. Then we have the Angel, who has Plowhorn, which is from the Gembreaker species. Those are Tracker class. Oh my god, there's so little Tracker class dragons in School of Dragons. I think there's like 3 or something. So it would be quite nice to add another one, even though, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of the Gembreaker dragon. I don't know why they kind of always have that need to make one kind of ugly dragon. I don't know. And I gotta say it. I gotta straight up say it. I'm not gonna pretend that I really love that dragon. I mean, I would buy it anyways because I want to review it and I'm a collector. But still, I just, not my favorite dragon, even though I would want it to be in the game. Then we have Alex, who has feathers, which is from the Featherhide species, and they are a mystery class dragon. I mean, there's plenty of mystery class dragons, but I would personally argue that maybe mystery class dragons are the best for me, obviously. Or maybe the strike class, I don't know, those 2 classes are kind of the elite ones for me, but you have your own opinion. So I feel like this dragon would be so nice. I think this is like obviously probably one of the like fan favorites after Thunder. Even though I would maybe argue I like this dragon more than Thunder. I don't know, it's kind of prettier. It has very nice colors, and I mean, obviously in School of Dragons then you can choose your own colors, which is kind of perfect because Feathers has like 3 colors, which exactly you can put into the game, and then you can customize those 3. So really the only other dragons that we've seen kind of named in Dragons the Nine Realms, we still don't know why it's called the Nine Realms, but whatever. So the only other dragons we've seen are the Terrible Terror, which already is in the game, so nothing, you can't do nothing with that, and the Fault Reaper. So the Fault Reaper is an interesting one, because this is kind of a bigger dragon, and I feel like, you know, if they added it, they would need to scale it down, or they would need to add like a hybrid of that dragon or something. I don't really know, because I feel like that would be quite a challenge, because it's one of bigger dragons. Even though, I mean, I would, if there was a Fault Reaper in the game, I would buy it, because it's a very pretty dragon. But if Dragons the Nine Realms gets a new season, which I feel like it should, if it doesn't get a new season, that will be such an empty, ridiculous ending. Like, if it's just like, oh yeah, there's actually not gonna be anything new, I'm gonna be freaking mad, but I don't think so. I think people liked the series as much as I read on the internet, and there should probably be a new, like, season 2 at some point, but who knows when. But obviously the one thing people were complaining about in Dragons the Nine Realms is that the animation sucks. Yes, it does suck. The animation is probably the worst part of it. It's just so... I get that they had a small budget, and you can see that they had a small budget, because the animation is absolutely horrendous for the standards that we've grown to love with How to Train Your Dragon. So if, or I guess when, it gets a season 2, I feel like it's very likely that it will get a second season, because again, we still need to explain why it's called the Nine Realms, Dragons the Nine Realms, because it's not just called Dragons. But then we can actually get like new dragons, and those dragons could also be implemented into the game, but they obviously should start with the main 4 dragons, which I don't know, I really hope they do that, at least like at some point. Then there's also the question of how will that affect the actual story in School of Dragons, and I gotta say I have absolutely no idea, because I don't actually read the stories. I don't know, that is not why I play the game. I play the game for the dragons, for the collection of flight suits that I have, because I love collecting them. I play it for the dragon skins, I play it pretty much for the dragons. And for the pretty world, because, I mean, that's why I'm in the hidden world right now, it's so pretty here. I feel like if they just added the dragons and not added any of the characters, then the story would be just fine, because people really loved like how in Summerhilder they had a new extension of the actual story, because some people thought that like the story was dead, but I guess it isn't. Maybe the next Summerhilder they'll add like another part of the story. I don't really know. But like people are quite happy about that, which then I doubt that they would just like throw that whole storyline away in to make a new one. So I feel like they should just add the dragons from Dragons the Nine Realms instead of the characters, even though I would love to see the characters as well, but I think that would kind of ruin literally everything. Except if, for example, they made a whole another like map in which you can like, I don't know, go into the future or something, because like, you know, Dragons the Nine Realms is like 1,300 years later. So if they had some kind of either like portal or something, or just that you can go on another map where it was like everything is modern, and like then you can have a whole new storyline, I feel like that can work. Even though then it would kind of feel like you're splitting up the game, but I don't know, I guess that's their choice. Yeah, actually, that would be pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.